Hi everybody, as shared in the Blackboard video, we're going to go over the syllabus. I cannot go over all of the pages or this video would be too long, but I will point out some key places in the video, in the syllabus, and you need to make sure you review them. The syllabus can be found in Blackboard, and you should have watched the Blackboard video before this so you know where it is. At the top, I have campus. I have campus office hours 11 to 12. I'm usually on campus by 10:30, and that's Tuesdays. Monday nights, I have office hours in WebEx, and I'm available by appointment. If you talk to other students who have had me, if you say you need to see me and you need an appointment, it happens, and I'm pretty available. I do make myself available to you outside of the normal school day. Our class meets Tuesdays and Thursdays, 12:30 to 1:45. And there is my phone number here for texting. This is for emergencies only. So say, for example, you're in a car accident and you can't get to a computer to submit your work, you would text me. Or let's say it's a weekend. I don't look at emails on the weekend usually, and say you texted me something, you emailed me something very important on a Friday night, and you know I'm not going to look at it till Monday and you need an answer, you would text me and you would ask me to please look at my email. I typically respond and at least give you an idea of how long it's going to take me to get to a computer. So this is the writing course. As I said before in another one, this course is very difficult. However, it's very rewarding. You will see a huge change in your writing from about middle of the semester is where you start to see things really change. We have 3 texts. The first one is a writer's reference. A lot of times students choose not to buy the textbook, and if you choose not to buy the textbook, I'm not going to give you individual grammar lessons. This book is about APA, and it gives you lots of grammar hints on how to improve your writing. If you choose not to buy it, I can answer some questions, but if you didn't buy it, you're going to have to find another source to help you before you come to me with every single question. This is a planning book. You'll use this book in Health 430, and for some of you, you would have used it in Health 222. And then we have a free online source. This, you just click on here and it takes you to our textbook. When you click on it, control click, skip verification. It'll take you to a page like this, and to get to the table of contents, you click on Learn a Skill, Table of Contents, and it will come up. I have to check your syllabus just to make sure all the chapters are the same. This is a living document, so it changes routinely. And as you can see, there are 46 chapters. We don't read all of them, but you'll use some of them in this class and some of them in Health 430. And it would highly recommend you keep this because it's a really good tool. I lost my page. Hold on. All right. This course is designed to help you prepare to become a health educator. And so these are the standards that we reach in this course, and you can review them on your own. These are the advanced writing objectives. Any course that fulfills a core 9 has these same 6 objectives. And then these are our course objectives. Policies are very important. This one that's highlighted in blue. If we have synchronous online class, you're expected to have your camera on. I can only mark you 100% present if I can see you. If on any day that we're having a synchronous meeting, you feel that you cannot have your camera on, just send me an email telling me you cannot have your camera on, or you do not want to have your camera on and why. So for example, if you had if you had dental surgery and your face is bruised, that would be an example. All right. Attendance, I expect you to be here every day. It tells you about how you lose points in the class. Attendance will only affect your grade if you have a pattern of missing class. Most people do not. And in reality, in this class, if you miss class, you will not pass, because when we have class sessions, we go over really important information to help you write. If you miss that information, even if there's recorded lessons in Blackboard, it's not the same as being in class. Online class, it tells you how I take attendance on online synchronous. If we're having presentations or when we do have interns visit, this explains attendance for that. What makes an excused absence, due dates for assignments, how lateness is configured for assignments. It tells you about assignments that are not part of a thing. This tells you all about your assignments. 2 assignments can be resubmitted. You can read about that. I expect you to participate in class in a meaningful way. Just sitting there is not really participating. This class, the more you participate and engage in the material and with your peers, the better you're going to do in the class. This talks about conduct, communications. There's policies in the undergraduate catalog. You all are in different catalog years, but the policies are pretty consistent. This gives you links to services that are similar to the ones that are in Blackboard. This is something I've added, and it's very important because last semester many students felt a need to use artificial intelligence. If you present artificial intelligence as your own work, it is the same as plagiarism and it will be handled the same way. And the minimum consequence for plagiarism is a 0 on the assignment and referral to the student academic affairs or student conduct committee. So that's what that is. And it's very obvious when students are using AI. First, you don't write like that. Most people do not. And sometimes, in fact, probably more than 50% of the time, information in there is false. And remind me to talk about AI in class. There's the results there. Professional behavior. Inclement weather. It tells you if class is canceled, please check to see if we're going to be online, because just because Towson University campus is closed doesn't mean we can't have class online. And this is a class that it's not good to get behind in. Also, if weather's bad, please check online, because I live in Pennsylvania, and if weather's really bad, I'm not going to drive in even if campus is open, and we might convert a lesson to online. Also, if you live far away, which many of you do, many of you live probably 45 to an hour and a half minute away. If you have an issue with travel due to weather, please contact me. You need to keep all of your papers for this class either in a 3-ring binder if you love paper, or an electric file. The electric file is what most people use. And in order to use the electronic file correctly, so that it's easy to find your materials, you have to save your work a certain way. This, for example, tells you the class, the assignment, and so here's an assignment and here's the assignment rewritten. They show up chronologically because you have the date, the month, the year, the month, and the date. So it will always be chronological, and then your last name. This is very, very important. If you don't save like this, you actually lose points, because when you go back to find your work later in the semester, if you just save it however, it'll be all over the place. This tells you about your papers and how they need to be typed. Letter grades, what's really important in this class, and this is important because people sometimes freak out. Most of you have not gotten C's in most of your college classes, but a C in this class means that you're working at a competent college level writing. That's a good thing. So a C in this class is not bad, although lots of people do get A's. Here's the grading scale for this class. And here are all of the assignments and when they're due. I want you to notice that your papers combined come to 60% of your grade. And then all of these assignments, your online writing prep, that's 22% of your grade. So we're at 82% of your grade is writing. And these 3 writing assignments are 8%. So 90% of your grade is related to writing. 10% of your grade is related to a combination of quizzes that are on content and writing. The assignment descriptions, make sure you read them. If you have questions, make sure you ask. This page is deliberately blank. And at the end of the syllabus, you have the course outline. Notice that classes that are online, whether they're synchronous or asynchronous, are shaded so that as you're looking at the syllabus, it's pretty consistent. When I say these classes are like this, pretty much they are. They don't change from this. The only reason they would change is if we were having a synchronous class and a speaker was coming and the speaker couldn't make it, we might change. But this is pretty much what we're going to do all semester. The color coding is that when things are due. Excuse me for all of this. And then at the very end of the syllabus, there is a sheet that shows your assignments in calendar format. So hopefully this helps you. Please make sure you read over this document, because if you don't, it could really be detrimental to your grade. This is a pretty long video, but hopefully it's helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in class.